Hello, my dear children. Myself Sujata. In the last class, we learned about what is natural vegetation, factors responsible for the great diversity in the flora and fauna, and two types of vegetation tropical evergreen forests and tropical deciduous forests. In this session, we'll be learning about montane forests, mangrove forests, important medicinal plants, wildlife, bioreserves, migratory birds, and importance of the natural ecosystem. When we talk about montane forests, in mountainous areas, the decrease in temperature with increasing altitude leads to the corresponding change in natural vegetation. As such, there is a succession of natural vegetation belts in the same order as we see from the tropical to the tundra region. The wet temperate type of forests are found between a height of 1000 and 2000 meters. Evergreen broad-leaf trees such as oaks and chestnuts predominate between 1500 and 3000 meters. Temperate forests containing coniferous trees like pine, decoder, silver fir, spruce, and cedar are found. Forests cover mostly the southern slopes of the Himalayas, places having high altitude in southern and northeast India. At higher elevations, temperate grasslands are common. At high altitudes, generally more than 3600 meters above the sea level, temperate forests and grasslands give way to the alpine vegetation. Silver fir, junipers, pines, and birches are the common trees of these forests. However, they get progressively stunted as they approach the snow line. Ultimately, through shrubs and scrubs, they merge into the alpine grasslands. These are used extensively for grazing by nomadic tribes like the Gujars and the Bakarwals. At higher altitudes, mosses and lichens form part of tundra vegetation. The common animals found in these forests are Kashmir stag, spotted deer, wild sheep, jack rabbit, Tibetan antelope, yak, snow leopard, squirrels, shaggy horn wild ibex, bear and rare red panda, sheep and goats with thick hair. Okay, now let us discuss about mangrove forests. Mangrove tidal forests are found in the areas of course influenced by tides. Mud and silt get accumulated on such course. Dense mangroves are the common varieties with roots of the plants submerged underwater. The deltas of the Ganga, the Mahanadi, the Krishna, the Godavari, and the Kaveri are covered by such vegetation. In the Ganga Brahmaputra delta, Sundari trees are found which provide durable hard timber, palm, coconut, keora, agar, etc. also grow in some parts of the delta. Royal Bengal tiger is the famous animal in these forests. Turtles, crocodiles, gharials, and snakes are also found in these forests. Okay, let us understand why is biodiversity necessary and why should it be conserved. First, we'll discuss about medicinal plants. India is known for its herbs and spices from ancient times. Some 2000 plants have been described in Ayurveda and at least 500 are in regular use. The World Conservation Union's Red List has named 352 medicinal plants, of which 52 are critically threatened and 49 endangered. The commonly used plants in India are First one, Sarpagantha, which is used to treat blood pressure. It is found only in India. Jamun, the juice from ripe fruit, is used to prepare vinegar, which is carminative and diuretic and has digestive properties. That is, it helps in easy digestion. The powder of the seed is used for controlling diabetes. Another plant, Arjun, its fresh juice of leaves is a cure for earache. It is also used to regulate blood pressure. Babul, its leaves are used as a cure for eye sores. Its gum is used as a tonic. Another one, neem, which is common to all. It has high antibiotic and antibacterial properties. Another one which is very common, that is tulasi. It is used to cure cough and cold. Kachna, it is used to cure asthma and ulcers. The buds and roots are good for digestive problems. Okay, there's an activity for you. Try to identify medicinal plants in your locality. Which plants are used as medicines by local people to cure some diseases? So make a chart of it. Okay, try to answer following questions. What will happen if plants and animals disappear from the earth's surface? Can the human being survive under such a situation? Why is biodiversity necessary and why should it be conserved? Okay, can you identify the type of forest shown in this picture? Identify some trees in it. What type of similarity or dissimilarity you notice in this type of vegetation from the one found in your region? Okay, now let us talk about wildlife. Like its flora, India is also rich in its fauna. It has approximately 90,000 animal species. The country has about 2,000 species of birds. They constitute 13% of the world's total. There are 2,546 species of fish, which account for nearly 12% of the world's stock. It also shares between 5 and 8% of the world's amphibians, reptiles, and mammals. The elephants are the most majestic animals among the mammals. They are found in the hot, wet forests of Assam, Karnataka, and Kerala. One-horned rhinoceroses are the other animals which live in swampy and marshy lands of Assam and West Bengal. Arid areas of the Rann of Kutch and the Thar Desert are the habitat for wild ass and camels respectively. Indian bison, nilgai or blue bull, chausinga or four-horned antelope, gazelle and different species of deer are some other animals found in India. It also has several species of monkeys. Okay, collect pictures of these animals and make an album on it. India is the only country in the world that has both tigers and lions. The natural habitat of the Indian lion is the Gir forest in Gujarat. Tigers are found in the forests of Madhya Pradesh, the Sundarbans of West Bengal, and the Himalayan region. Leopards, too, are members of the cat family. They are important among animals of the Himalayas harbor a hardy range of animals which survive in extreme cold. Ladakh's freezing high altitudes are a home to yak, the shaggy horned wild ox weighing around 1 ton, the Tibetan antelope, the barrel or the blue sheep, wild sheep, and the kayang or Tibetan wild ass are common in this area. Furthermore, the ibex, bear, Snow leopard and rare red panda are found in certain pockets. In the rivers, lakes, and coastal areas, turtles, crocodiles, and gharials are found. The latter is the only representative of a variety of crocodile found in the world today. Bird life in India is very colorful. Peacocks, pheasants, ducks, parakeets, cranes, and pigeons are some of the birds inhabiting the forests and wetlands of the country. The animals were selected from large stock provided by nature as milch animal. The animals which produces milk is known as milch animals. They also provided us drought power. Drought power means the animals which are used for doing labor in the fields such as carting, irrigation, tilling, etc. For example, cow, horses, etc. are used for this purpose. As well as they are used for transportation, meat and eggs. The fish provide nutritive food. Many insects help in pollination of crops and fruit trees, and exerting biological control on such insects is harmful. Every species has a role to play in the ecosystem. So we can say that it is very important to conserve our biodiversity. Due to excessive exploitation of plant and animal resources by human beings, the ecosystem has been disturbed. About 1,300 plant species are endangered and 20 species are extinct. Quite a few animal species are also endangered and some have become extinct. The main causes for this major threat to nature are hunting by greedy hunters for commercial purposes, pollution due to chemical and industrial waste, acid deposits, introduction of alien species, and reckless cutting of the forest to bring land under cultivation and habitation are also responsible for the imbalance. To protect the flora and fauna of the country, the government has taken many steps. 18 biosphere reserves have been set up in the country to protect flora and fauna. Try to locate in map of India 10 out of these. The Sundarbans, Nanda Devi, the Gulf of Mannar, the Nilgiri, Nokrek, Great Nicobar, Manas, Simlipal, Pachmarhi, and Achanakmar, Amarkantak. All these have been included in the World Network of Biosphere Reserves. Okay, now study this newspaper cuttings and try to answer the following questions. Find out from the above newspaper cuttings the main concern highlighted in the given news items. Collect more information about various endangered species from newspapers and magazines. Find out various steps taken by the Indian government to protect them. Describe how you can contribute to the protection of endangered animals and birds. Okay, now let us study about the migratory birds. Some of the wetlands of India are popular with migratory birds. During winter, birds such as Siberian crane come in large numbers. One such place favorable with birds is the Rann of Kutch. At a place where the desert merges with the sea, flamingo with their brilliant pink plumage come in thousands to build nest mounds from the salty mud and raise their young ones. It is one among many extraordinary sights in the country. Okay, try to study the names of the bioreserves and locate it on the map. Many financial and technical assistance is provided to many botanical gardens like Kutch, Coal Desert, Seshachalam, Panna by the government since 1992. Project Tiger, Project Rhino, Project Great Indian Bustard, and many other eco-developmental projects have been introduced by the government. 103 national parks, 535 wildlife sanctuaries, and zoological gardens are set up to take care of natural heritage. All of us must realize the importance of natural ecosystem for our own survival. It is possible if indiscriminate destruction of natural environment is put to an immediate end. Okay, now try to work out this activity. On an outline map of India, label the following 2 national parks, each in northern, southern, eastern, and western parts of the country. Find some trees in your neighborhood having medicinal values. Why has India a rich heritage of flora and fauna? Okay, now let us recap what we have learned in this session. We talked about types of vegetation, montane forest and mangrove forest. And regarding the wildlife in India, we know that 90,000 animal species are there, 2,000 species of birds and 2,546 species of fish. And we talked about important animals and areas where they are found. For example, elephant, they can be mainly seen in Assam, Karnataka and Kerala. One-horned rhinos are mainly seen in West Bengal and Assam. Wild ass and camels can be mainly seen in Rann of Kutch and Thar Desert. Indian lion in Gir forest in Gujarat. Tigers mainly in Madhya Pradesh. Sundarbans, that is in West Bengal and Himalayan region. Yak, wild sheep, Kayang, Tibetan antelope, they can be seen in Ladakh region. Crocodiles, turtles, gharials mainly in coastal areas, rivers and lakes. Then we talked about the need for conservation. What do we mean by conservation? Conservation means the efforts made by man to safeguard the flora and fauna. As you know that plants provide us with medicines, animals provide transportation, meat, eggs, fish provide nutritive food, insects help in pollination of crops and fruit trees. Pollution and reckless cutting of the trees will disturb flora and fauna. So it is very important to conserve the flora and fauna. And we talked about the steps taken by government. There are biosphere reserves which have been set up to conserve biodiversity. Financial and technical assistance to botanical gardens since 1992. Eco-developmental projects like Project Tiger, Project Rhino, etc. have been introduced. And we have 89 national parks, 490 wildlife sanctuaries and zoological gardens. Okay, hope you have understood. Now go through the slides again and again and try to answer all the questions given at the end of the chapter. Meet you in the next session. Thank you.